Close your eyes and imagine standing at a dark, silent crossroad at midnight. The wind whispers, shadows move in the corner of your eye, and suddenly you feel it, the presence of someone watching. This is the realm of Hecate, the dark goddess of magic, witchcraft, and the night. She was feared, respected, and worshipped. Even Zeus, king of the gods, gave her power. But who was Hecate really? A demon of fear, or a protector of those lost in the dark? Today, let's explore the mysterious story of Hecate, one of the most fascinating figures in Greek mythology. Hecate's beginnings are wrapped in mystery. Most stories say she was the daughter of the titans Perseus and Asteria. That means she existed before the Olympian gods, before Zeus, before Athena, before Apollo. In Hesiod's Theogony, one of the oldest Greek texts, Hecate is described as a goddess honored above all others. Zeus himself gave her authority over heaven, earth, and sea. That already makes her different. While most gods had one domain, Poseidon ruled the sea, Artemis the hunt, Hades the underworld, Hecate was everywhere. She was liminal, standing at the borders of worlds. This made her both powerful and unpredictable. She could bring blessings, protection, and prosperity, but also fear, curses, and death. Hecate's power was symbolized in many ways. She often carried torches, shining light in the deepest darkness. She held keys, unlocking the hidden gates between worlds. Dogs, especially black dogs, were sacred to her. In fact, ancient Greeks said that when dogs howled at night, they were sensing the arrival of Hecate. But her most striking form was the triple goddess, 3 faces or 3 bodies, each looking in a different direction. This showed her ability to see the past, present, and future, and to rule at crossroads. Crossroads weren't just roads, they were symbols of choices, fate, and the thin line between the living and the dead. And at those crossroads, people left offerings for Hecate: food, eggs, garlic, honey, or even black dogs, hoping to gain her favor. No goddess is more connected to magic and witchcraft than Hecate. She wasn't just a goddess of the night, she was the teacher of sorcery and spells. In ancient texts, witches call upon Hecate to help with necromancy, curses, and transformations. In fact, she appears in the story of Medea, the most famous witch of Greek mythology. Medea was said to be a priestess of Hecate, learning her dark arts directly from the goddess herself. But Hecate was not only about dark magic, she was also seen as a protector of women, mothers, and travelers. People prayed to her for safe childbirth, for guidance, and for protection against evil spirits. This dual nature, light and shadow, made her even more mysterious. She was feared, but also loved. One of Hecate's most famous roles is in the myth of Persephone. When Hades kidnapped Persephone and dragged her into the underworld, her mother Demeter searched desperately, but it was Hecate who heard Persephone's cries. With her torches in hand, Hecate guided Demeter through the night and later became Persephone's companion in the underworld. This shows Hecate as a guide of souls, a psychopomp, leading spirits between life and death. She could walk freely in both realms, unafraid of darkness. In other myths, Hecate appears as a guardian against monsters, a goddess who could punish the arrogant, but also reward the faithful. As centuries passed, Hecate's image changed. To the Romans, she became associated with Trivia, the goddess of 3 ways. In later folklore, she became linked with witchcraft, ghosts, and demons. Even in the Middle Ages, people whispered her name in fear, imagining her as the leader of witches' covens. And today, in modern paganism and Wicca, Hecate is still worshipped. She is seen as a wise crone goddess, the keeper of magic and the crossroads of life. That's the fascinating thing about Hecate. She never disappeared. From ancient temples to modern rituals, her shadow has always remained. If you enjoyed this journey into Greek mythology, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon, because more incredible myths and legends are coming soon.